Hey you guys, C here. Thank you so much for clicking to join me in today's video. It's time. It's time for my first round of batch cutting to kick off 2026, and I'm super duper excited. Now, this is a very controversial topic in the sewing community. I do not know why, but if this video is anything like the previous videos that I have showcased on my channel, there will be one or two or many individuals very upset about me batch cutting. I do not know why. I do not know why they are so upset. I don't know who they're arguing with because I don't care. This video is not to tell you to go batch cut your sewing projects, okay? If it don't work out for you, it don't work out for you. If you want to be entertained, if you want a little behind the scenes, if you want to see how I can produce beautiful garments time after time, this is my process. I am a busy person, okay? I am a full-time working mom who works outside the home. I have 3 small children, 2 of which are toddlers. I also have a husband who we can add him to the kid list as well because he is needy as well. He needs to be taken care of. I have a large home that I have to take care of. We got a lot going on, okay? And I'm unable to sew as often as I can. So when I do get the opportunity to sew, I like to see some progress. And that means that I put a lot of my planning and my prep in anticipation of my sewing projects far in advance, which is why I batch cut. So I gather a series of projects, whether it is half a dozen, whether it is a dozen, and I go ahead and sew them in a sitting or 2, depending on how my days go. Once I have cut all those projects, then I bag them up, I store them, and once I'm ready to start sewing a project, I go to my bin, I get my project. It has everything that I need in it. What's bagged in those sewing projects include the pattern, the fabric, the lining, all the notions, everything that I need so that I can get the ball rolling right then and there. Since my last batch cutting video, I have slowed down considerably, and that's because I put a little more time into each project, and it has been yielding some beautiful results. If you are a friend of the channel, then you can attest to the fact that my last, let's say, a dozen or so projects in 2025 were chef's kiss. They were phenomenal makes, and I'm super, super proud of them. I want to continue the same momentum in 2026. So we're going to slow down just a little bit. We're going to be intentional with what we are sewing as well as what we're batch cutting. Now, I have batch cut 12 projects in a sitting before. I've batch cut 10. I've batch cut half a dozen. I'm going to keep it to half a dozen this time. 7. I have 7 projects this time around, and I'm hoping that I can get them done over the course of the next few months. So I won't rush it. I won't say that these are going to get done in February or March, whenever time allows, because I'm taking my time. Another thing that's a little different from the last batch cutting videos is that I have an assortment of projects this time around. So this time I have a coordinate, I have a top, a pair of pants, a bag, a skirt, a jacket, and a dress. Sounds like a lot, okay, but it's an assortment of things. So oftentimes I have a lot of dresses and a lot of pants. This time I'm sewing a little more variety of pieces to kickstart the year because I want to expand my me-made wardrobe where it's a little more versatile. Each season I'm able to identify the holes or the gaps in my me-made wardrobe. And so since I've identified what I don't have, I'm gonna work better on creating those pieces, expanding that skill set, adding new skills to the repertoire, and we're just having so much fun. So let's get into all the projects. All these projects are lined in the order that I would like to complete them and sew them. I'm starting things off with this beautiful fabric from Minerva.com. As a new ambassador for Minerva, I do have a time frame that I'm supposed to get this make done, and I am late. So in a few videos back, I teased the idea of this pattern, Vogue 2140, and a caftan pattern to work with this beautiful fabric. I have decided to go with this coordinate set. I'm going to be looking at view B and view C. That's the long sleeve tunic and the pants. And that's because I agree with so many people who said I would get more wear out of this 2-piece than I would the caftan. I could wear the 2 together. I can wear the top with another pair of pants or a skirt. I can wear the pants with another top. It's also more wearable, so I can wear it to work. I can wear it casually. I could even dress it up and wear it out on a night on town or something like that. So Vogue 2140 is what I'm gonna kick things off with. I just realized that I forgot my lining in the laundry room. So I'm gonna have to trek right back through the snowpocalypse that is outside to go back to the house for the third flipping time since I've started filming this video. But nonetheless, so this is lined. The tunic and the pants, I believe, are both lined. And the only notion that I need is an invisible zipper for the pants. So I have that ready to go. The next project that I'm going to work on is McCall's 8181. I'm going to be making view A, the turquoise top, and I'm going to be using this beautiful pink and white gingham. This is going to be my Valentine's Day top. So I have 2 weeks before Valentine's Day, and I have 3 items I have to sew before then. So are we risking it? We really are, but we'll see how far we get. This top is lined, and the only notions that you need are buttons. I decided to go with red buttons for a nice pop of color against that gingham. The next project that I'm going to be working on is a pair of black faux leather pants. I purchased this fabric from Hobby Lobby. I purchased this gingham from Hobby Lobby as well, and that fabric is from Minerva. Want to make sure that I share with you where I got the fabric from. I'm going to be working on Simplicity 3036. This is a Mimi G pattern. This pattern is easy to sew. I have not made any of these patterns that I'm working with for this batch cutting episode. Now with this pattern, the suggested fabrics include cotton blends, double knit, lightweight denim, linen blends, ponte, stretch wovens, wool, and wool blends. Faux leather is not listed, so I am going against the standard, and I hope it works out well. Fingers crossed. For this project, I also needed twill tape. This was my very first time purchasing twill tape. I purchased it from Hobby Lobby, and I had to search for it. So for the next project, I did a little bit of scrap busting. If you recognize this fabric, then you are a true friend of the channel. This is scrap from my recently made jacket, and I'm going to be making a bag or a fanny pack. This is the Lily Bag by Bag Pattern Studio. The rating is advanced, and I am actually quite concerned. I do not think I should have started off with my first bag as an advanced pattern. You know what? I should have reached out to Shelly to see a good fanny pack pattern that I would be able to do as a beginner, as a novice to bag making. So I am a little concerned, but I'm using scrap, and this is lined as well. My lining is in the laundry room, so I need to get that. I had this nylon strapping in my stash from a long time ago when I made a tote bag. I don't know where the tote bag is now. I probably didn't like it, and so it probably went to Goodwill or something. I also purchased some strap adjusters. This is my first time purchasing this. This heat and bond, this is fusible interfacing. It's extra firm. This has been in my stash for years as well, so I'm excited to use it. The Lily bag comes in 2 different sizes. There's a smaller bag and there's a larger bag. I cut out the pattern pieces for the larger bag because I carry way more than I need, if we're gonna be honest. The next project that I plan to tackle is Butterick 7057. This is a skirt, and I'm going to be making a blend of the 2 views. So I'm going to be going for the length of view A, but the simplicity of view B. So it's not going to have the 2 front pockets. It's just going to have the, I think it's 1 back pocket, 2 back pockets. And I'm hoping all works well with this pattern because this is another project that I've pulled some scrap. This is scrap denim that I purchased from Warehouse Fabrics in Dallas, Texas. This is scrap from my recently made denim jumpsuit. And so I'm hoping that I have enough fabric, but I really want to make this pattern not only because I don't have a denim skirt. I'd love to have a denim skirt in my wardrobe, but also because I want to continue expanding my skill with the fly front. That was one thing that I was so happy to tackle last year, and I just want to keep going. It takes me a significant amount of time to do that, and I'm okay. I just want to make sure that it is functional and it looks really good. The next project that I'm going to be working on is a blazer. This is a unisex blazer. This is Simplicity 3071, and for this blazer I'm going to be using 2 yards of denim that I've had in my fabric stash for a considerable amount of time. As a matter of fact, I've had this denim since before my sewing hiatus. So I purchased this denim in 2016 or 2017 from Joann. It has a little bit of stretch to it, just barely, but I did purchase some shoulder pads to see how that goes. So this is my first time working with shoulder pads. I'm also going to try my hand at covering the buttons again. I did that with one project last year. It was my brocade vest that I absolutely love, and so I'd like to work on it again. After tackling the sewing chaos that was my last jacket, I'm actually really excited to try my hand at a blazer. So I haven't made one before, so we'll see how things go. And my last project that I'm going to be batch cutting is the Topeka keyhole dress. This is a free pattern by Mood Fabrics. It is a PDF pattern, and I'm also proud of myself for giving PDFs another go. For this pattern, I'm going to be working with this chevron knit. I purchased this chevron knit from Warehouse Fabrics in Dallas, Texas. I have about 4 yards of this fabric. It is very bright and very beautiful, and I think a maxi knit dress is gonna look oh so good. The only notion that you need for this pattern is an invisible zipper, and so I've got that all good to go. Once I have cut all these projects, I will store them in a zip and seal storage bag. This is 3-gallon size. It is 16 by 19 inches, so it's pretty large. I haven't had any issues getting anything in. I would like omit your really, really thick, bulky fabrics. But this product will be linked down below, and it does come in a variety of sizes as well as quantities. It's very thick. It's good material. I love it. Live by it. And so now I have to head back into the house to go get my lining fabrics, because when I cut, I want to cut it all and pack it away and be done with it. Now, for those that don't know, I live in central North Carolina, Greensboro to be exact, and we don't have snow. Like, we will get a little glaze of snow here and there, mostly ice, but I can confidently tell you, in my 30-some years of life, I have never seen this much snow. Not being dramatic at all. I've literally never seen this much snow. Look at my grill. Look at the post. Look at the deck. It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But this, like, the state is not built to support things like this. So we're going to be like shut down and snowed in until May. This is the worst. It's been an hour and a half and I am nowhere close to being done. So I have this pattern piece in the main fabric, and then I have this piece in the main fabric and this piece, and then those are interfacing, and then half of these get cut in lining, and the lining for the pants is the whole pattern piece. I am in such a mood because this is the worst cut of my life and it's taking forever. And I had already cut the pattern pieces. That's what's irritating me. So it's probably a good thing that I started with this project first, because this is the most awful cut, and then everything else should be smooth sailing. But the bad part about starting off with such a time intensive awful cut is that I'm not going to reach my goal. I was hoping that I could at least get to cutting 4 projects tonight, and it looks like after I cut this project that I am going home. Like, I'm going in the house because I'm over it. I have dropped so many F-bombs because this is so flipping infuriating. It is just so time consuming. And of course, I'm working with the worst fabric of all, so it's slipping. I have my pinking shears, which takes longer to cut with. But then I grabbed my regular shears and I cut my finger. And it's cold. Like, my poor little heater is going through it because it is 8 degrees outside. I have never experienced 8-degree weather in my lifetime. And so my poor little space heater, which does an amazing job any other time, is struggling. And I can't get the heat above 67 degrees. So I'm on the floor and there's a draft from the door and it's still snowing outside. I'm over this shit for a night. I'm over it. So yeah, it looks like once I get this cut, I'm going to bed because I'm annoyed. I felt like I need to give you an update. You're welcome. Hey, welcome back. So after the debacle last night, I decided to move everything into the dining room. It was just really, really cold in the shed, even with my space heater. Poor thing was just going through it. It's just not conducive to be out in the she shed this time of the year. So I brought everything in the house with me. And so we're going to resume batch cutting here. And hope things work out well so that my family and I can go back to using our dining room table. And it would be just my luck that I get to the last piece. And granted, I still have to cut the lining, but I would get to the last piece and I don't have enough fabric. The fabric is not wide enough. So I actually have it turned against the grain. But when I put it correctly on my fabric, look, it hangs off. Oh, MG. So I've like turned it every orientation I can think of. So if I go against the grain, I can cut it out. I mean, just barely I can cut it out, but it's not going to be long enough because I have long arms. As a person with long arms and long legs, I can confidently tell you that as a child, nothing would bother me more than having my sleeves up to here. Same thing with pants. High waters, it's just very uncomfortable. I die a little inside. It's just, oh. So I know having the sleeves too short on this top, I will not wear it. I will not take pride in it. I will not like it. So now I'm looking at the sleeve band and I might just make the sleeve band longer. Shit, I don't have enough fabric for that either. That's all I got left. That might be enough to get the sleeve band. Oh! Okay, let's see what we can do. So we got another one cut and ready to go. So we've got this one from last night, that awful cut. This cut was a lot better and a lot faster. And so next up, we've got Simplicity 3036, my faux leather black pants. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is the kind of cut that I like. Very few pieces, streamlined, super quick. It gave me a bolt of energy to get another make down. So now I'm gonna move on to the lily bag and cut these pieces out. It has a main fabric and a lining fabric as well. So let's get into it. So the lily bag is cut. The lily bag comes in two sizes. I cut the larger size, but I had already printed off the smaller size and put that together too, just in case for next time. But I have all of my notions, and so now I'm about to bag that up. And then the next thing we're gonna work on is this denim skirt. And fingers crossed, I have enough fabric. I haven't teased with it. I do think I cut out the pattern pieces when I was bored a few nights ago, so hopefully that'll be quick and seamless as well. Overall, I'm feeling good. The skirt and the blazer and the Topeka keyhole dress is all that we have left. All that we have left. That's still a lot. But so far, I'm feeling good. It's 11:30 at night, so I shouldn't have got started so late. But I still feel like I have some energy, so we'll burn the midnight oil and see how things go. Okay, so I got super duper lucky with this pattern. Remember, I was using scrap denim from my jumpsuit, and I was able to cut all of the pieces except one of the pockets. So I already wanted a clean front like view B. So that was two pockets I didn't have to worry about as opposed to view A. But I lost one of my back pockets. So I literally was cutting every bit of scrap, and so my skirt will only have one back pocket. And as long as it doesn't look crazy, I'm okay with that. The fact that all the other pieces got cut and I didn't have to shrink on the length, I could keep the length at view A, which I didn't extend it. So it might be a hair shorter on me than on the model on the pattern booklet, but I'm okay. I'm pleased. Now we're gonna move over to the blazer. And of course it's lined. But I did already cut the pattern pieces. I cut them while watching a TV show the other night. So hopefully I can get through this relatively quickly. So I mentioned that I had this beautiful denim, lightweight denim that I've had for several years, 8 or 9 years from Joann. I was under the assumption that I only had 2 yards of fabric. I could have sworn I only had 2 yards of fabric. Now, this is also the only fabric that I haven't pre-washed. So I go to unfold it and lay it out on the table, and I'm like, pause. This is more than 2 yards. My arm span, I can eyeball a yard, right? I'm like, this is definitely more than 2 yards. I get my tape measure out, and it is 3 yards of fabric. So now I'm kind of like, well, damn, there are so many projects I could have used this denim for. I could make it for jeans, like a nice pair of wide leg jeans, or I could have made a coordinate set or something. There's so many things I could have made with this fabric because it's 3 yards of fabric and not 2. So now I don't want to make this blazer. Okay, I do want to make this blazer, but I don't want to use my denim. I would rather make a beautiful pair of pants or some type of coordinate or a jumpsuit. 3 yards of fabric is a good bit for me to play around with something. It's not a lot. It's not a surplus. I don't have a plethora of things I can make. But 3 yards of fabric is a sizable amount of fabric for me. So guess what we're about to do? We're about to trek through the snow to find some other fabric to make this blazer real quick. So I need 2 1/4 yards of fabric. Let's see what we can find. All right, so here are all my containers. Now these are already batch cut projects. No, we listen and we don't judge. Those are projects from last year that I didn't get around to doing. I will clean them all up this year, okay? That's why we are being intentional about what I'm batch cutting now. Down here are pattern and fabric pairings. So these are fabrics that I've had that I've gone ahead and paired up with a pattern that I want to do. And then here are my lighter weight fabrics. So these are more medium weight, and then these are going to be lighter weight. So I'm going to have some rayon chalets, some mesh chiffon up here, and then down here I'm going to have some cottons and some knits. And here I have my heavier fabrics. So this is the container that I'm going to look to see if I have any fabric for that blazer. All right, let's see. I don't want to do a blue denim, and I bought this. This is upholstery fabric. I actually hate it. This, I was super excited about this. Wasted it, don't like it. Nope. I don't want to do a faux leather, so I'm gonna pass on that. Oh, look at there. A pattern and fabric pairing. I need to pull that out. This is a new look suit that I still have yet to get around to. And I've had this for quite some time. Let's see. I want to save my suitings for actual suits or dress pants. So even though those fabrics would be wonderful, I just don't want to go with it. Oh, look at there. Another pattern and fabric pairing. That is a beautiful checker print faux fur. Cannot wait to use that. Okay. My fabric stash is just not very extensive. I just don't have a good one. Well, I'll be. Damn it. It's another fabric and pattern pairing. I should really like that blazer. Okay. Okay, and that's it. Yep, that's a fleece down there. And then there's nothing under there. Okay, I'm back. And I kept eyeballing this wool. This was a fabric and pattern pairing that I had in my bin. As I was going through my fabric again without you guys, I kept looking at this fabric, and then I looked at the pattern, and I'm not as excited about that pattern anymore. I still think it's beautiful. I still look forward to making it one day, but I don't know. I could pass on it for right now. And so I looked at this wool, and I have 4 yards of this wool, which gives me enough to make this jacket, this blazer, and possibly a pair of pants or possibly a pair of shorts. Ooh, this blazer and a pair of shorts. I could wear it with heels or with sneakers. Yes, okay, I just got excited. So, fortunately, this has already been washed. All of my heavier weight fabrics have already been pre-washed. So, I'm gonna go ahead and take this into the house, put this where it belongs. So, my suits are right here. Okay. Put that back. And then this baby does need to be pre-washed and stored away and saved for later. So let's head back to the kitchen. tired. I'm feeling it. It's about 2:30 a.m. and that blazer took a lot out of me. I should definitely go to bed, but I just have one project left. It's just one. I'm so tempted to keep going. But my next project is the Topeka keyhole dress. And it's my knit dress, and it's my PDF. And while I've printed off the PDF pages, I have not cut them or taped them together. That's the one thing that's going to deter me from moving forward. I want to get it done and everything packed away, and I start working on my next project. But I'm no good. And to all of my knee and back vultures who always get on me about cutting on my floor, my back never hurts this bad. My back is killing me right now. So maybe the floor does me good, because my back never feels like this when I'm on the floor. Thinking about fixing a cup of coffee and powering through. Let me take a break and we'll see what we do. Hey, welcome back. So I did not keep going last night. I did go ahead and go to bed. I felt it at work. I'm feeling it now. It's another late night. So fortunately, we only have one pattern tonight and we will be done. That is the Topeka keyhole dress. This is a free PDF pattern from Mood Fabrics. This is my first Mood fabric pattern. Now, I did go ahead and start assembling this at work. We listen and we don't judge. And so now I need to go ahead and cut out these pattern pieces after I assemble, I think, just a couple more. I am toying between a medium and a large with this dress. So once I get everything assembled, then I can look and measure up the pattern pieces to see how I want to go. The safer bet would be to cut the large and just base stitch so I can get the perfect fit in the bust as well as the waist and down through my hips. While I'm working on this, before I start cutting my fabric, I'll continue to deliberate on what I want to do. But it's the last one. Home stretch, baby. We almost there. Almost there. All right. See you in a bit. And that is a wrap on this chaotic round of batch cut and shop. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this behind the scenes look into my process. Thanks so much for tuning in. Now, comment down below which project you'd like to see on the channel next. I'd love to hear everyone's fan favorite. And let me know what I need to start sewing up first. As always, I love you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.